It took me hours. It took me days. I finished it. Amphibia. Yeah, I don't have cable, so of course I wasn't able to watch the show as it aired episode by episode. I did see the first few episodes when they came out, though. I believe they released on the Disney Channel YouTube channel for free. So I did watch those. But after that, I didn't really see anything. And, so yeah, the show was on Disney Plus. It wasn't earlier when I looked for it, but now it is, and that's good. I hope that they do. I hope Big City Greens is on there. I didn't check that. I should check that after this video. I hope that they add fish hooks and, Wander Over Yonder and stuff like that. But point is, they added this show, and this is like one of my favorite animated shows currently running after finishing it. But give me a moment. I'm gonna need this for this review. If you don't know what this is a complete series box set released by Shout Factory of Gravity Falls, which is a pretty cool set. You got the 3 journals as the Blu-rays, and this one's the special features, and these two are the 2 seasons of the show. The box is really nice and really well made, so that's nice. There's so many. So, anyways. This show is kind of created by someone who worked on Gravity Falls. I don't know exactly their name or what role they played in it, but they're clearly there's clearly some things that they kind of took from Gravity Falls, mainly the dark humor, because this show has a lot of it. So if you don't know what this show is about a girl named Anne who is transported to this world of frogs. They're kind of like frog people, and so she and 3 friends were transported there, and we haven't seen one of the friends by the end of the season, but we do get to see another. By the way, this is going to contain mild spoilers. Nothing that is going to ruin your experience of watching the show. It's just that I'm going to talk about key plot points that if some people are too touchy and they don't want to know about, you can go ahead and skip this video and watch some other video. I have plenty of other videos. I literally have hundreds of videos now. So anyways, it's a good premise for a show, and I like this season a lot for the dark humor, especially because there is so much dark humor. I can't even explain comedy. Comedy is very difficult to explain, so I'm not even going to bother explaining it. But there's some really great gags within this show, and every episode at least has a couple gags that make me laugh out loud. And I like that most of the season is self-contained. Most story-driven cartoons are like that, but this is a kind of a different kind of self-contained, where there's hints of story in every self-contained episode, and it looks like every piece of the puzzle can kind of come back later on, and there's so many fun. And you know what? The other thing about it is, like, a show like Star vs. the Force of Evil is boring when it comes to the filler episodes. There's nothing to be gained out of them unless you find those characters that are in those filler episodes utterly amusing. And if you don't find them amusing, well, you're stuck, because the majority of the show is filler. Season 1, you have to watch the majority of that season, but some of it's filler, but there's so many little hints of story, so it's like, do you skip it, do you not, and so it's boring, and it's not fun to watch. But this is fun to watch because these characters play it off so well, and it develops the world and things a little bit more in the stories, and I really like that. I really like the animation style. I think this is a gorgeous looking show. You can tell that they were clearly inspired by Gravity Falls with like how Anne uses her phone, and there's like weird like TV shows. I mean, there's a Sherlock Holmes parodies in this show where where like I think it's Duck Detective, yeah, stuff like that is hilarious in Gravity Falls, and it's funny here too. I like that, and it's kind of has a similar art style to Gravity Falls. Like if someone told me these shows were in the same universe, honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised by that, especially since this has like multiple dimensions, magic, and things like that. So maybe they could be all in the same universe. Who knows? That would be really cool if they could do that. But I don't think they ever will. I would prefer these shows stay self-contained. But hey, if they ever did a crossover, mind blown, would love it. And they should. And if they were gonna do that, I'd love to see that come out on Disney Plus or something. I'd love to see more Gravity Falls episodes come out on Disney Plus or something, or a movie or something. Just like a 2-hour movie that comes out on Disney Plus or something. That would be cool. Hey, that's just me. Actually, I know a lot of fans would love that. But Amphibia is pretty good. It's got a great world. It's got great side characters. And it's a really fun show. And I hope that with season 2, from the ending of this season, I think it means that they're going to be on the road majority of the next season. So I think that means we'll get more development for the world and different things. See more different locations and different types of characters. And I'm really excited for that. What I think my prediction is for the box that transported her there, I think it's a box that only those 3 could open, and that to leave, they have to like complete some prophecy or something. And that's what I think is going to happen. But I'm not sure completely if that's what direction they're going to go in. But I think prophecy is kind of a dumb thing, though. I feel like they should have some twist on it if they're going to go that route. Prophecy is one of those things in fiction now that's become like so overplayed now that it's predictable. And plus, if it's a prophecy, well, of course, everything is going to go the way the prophecy says because it's foretold. The only time I think it didn't happen like that was the prequels and the Smurfs movie with Neil Patrick Harris. And in that story, they didn't really explain it. I mean, you could say the Star Wars prequels are not necessarily true because the original trilogy, Anakin, Luke, and Anakin kind of were How do you say that? Anakin worked together to, save the Force or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it was more Luke than his dad. So, whatever. I really love this show, and I would recommend it. And it's only 20 episodes long, 1 season right now. I know there's a season 2 coming out, but we'll see what happens there. And I will be reviewing The Owl House probably when it comes to Disney Plus, because honestly, I could care less about watching things on cable. Cable is a dying medium, and it's so irritating, especially when shows like Steven Universe, the way they release, where you get some episodes and then you wait several months, like half a year for more. Like who wants to watch a show like that? I don't. That's why I gave up on that show, and yet I'm still watching it. I want to quit. I really do, but since it's the conclusion of the show, I think after this I'll quit.